Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks for tuning in to this Wednesday, March 16th solo edition of the Engine Room podcast brought to you by tokenmetrics.com. My name's Dylan Love. I am normally joined by Bill and Jacob, but Jacob's on vacation and Bill is busy today with the customer webinar. If you're curious about how to make money in crypto and you don't know how to get started, go check out tokenmetrics.com. Watching videos like this is probably a great help as well. But at any rate, we're going to jump right into a little bit of news. In this episode, we've got three stories we're going to cover. We're going to talk about zoning laws as it pertains to crypto mining businesses. We're going to talk about a New York Federal Reserve staffer jumping into the crypto industry in a big way. And then we're going to talk about a kind of a fun bit of light news about somebody traveling to 40 countries on Bitcoin alone. But in the meantime, let's jump right into this story about Tennessee Bitcoin mining. This is coverage from theblockcrypto.com. Great resource for following crypto. But the basic version of this story is that someone got a little carried away with their mining rig in a residential area. Red Dog Technologies has violated zoning rules, according to a local news channel. The request for appeal was granted. And then here's this line here. About this. Instead of providing facilities that facilitate the transmission of data, they are a user of data, said Chancellor John Rambo, according to News Channel 11. First of all, shout out to Chancellor John Rambo. We found your website, and we are very excited that this is your real name. So we see you. Hello. But back to this actual news story here. You can't run noisy mining hardware in places where people are going to hear it, and that's what this issue is all about. People were hearing it, now they've complained, and they're going to have to do something. The door is open for an appeal, but we'll see where this goes. Anyway, crypto mining, noisy, regulatory, lives in a regulatory gray area, perhaps, and yeah, don't mine crypto in your own neighborhood. Let's jump into this next story with a New York Fed Reserve staffer jumping into DeFi as the chief operating officer of a company called Euler. Euler is a permissionless lending protocol, and now they've got some nice strong momentum and new talent on their team. This guy, what's his name? Brandon Neal, yes, exactly. So on Wednesday, that's today, Euler Finance announced the appointment of Brandon Neal as Chief Operating Officer. So who is Brandon Neal, and why should we care that he's throwing his hat into the crypto ring? Well, here's why. Neal spent 10 years at the New York Fed in a variety of roles, including most recently with the markets trading desk, or what Neal called the tip of the spear in implementing monetary policy when he talked to CoinDesk. So we have someone from the government jumping into entrepreneurship. I think it's great within crypto, because this is a person who has the ability in his brain to not, run a business, sure, but I'm much more interested in seeing how that business can be as compliant as possible in as many states as possible in the US. Here's a tweet from our man. At Euler Finance, we introduced an Oracle risk grading system to rate riskiness of Euler pools. Risk awareness of DeFi price oracles helps incentivize more liquidity in markets and helps users better manage risk. Here's a thread based on our latest article. Yeah, what I'm taking away from this really is just that, you can't hide this anymore. People who might work for the government and make a government salary in when it comes to fintech regulation, they might be a little more incentivized to make the jump into entrepreneurship where they could make a multiple of that. So I don't want to suggest that that's the only motivation here for our guy Brandon, but it's interesting to me that he has all this regulatory street cred and at any rate is going the entrepreneurial route. No judgment, but it's going to be exciting to watch Euler Finance and see the moves they make if they have this guy, such a heavy hitter, as their chief operating officer. But let's move on. Let's move on to a more lighthearted story about a marathon runner who is traveling the world, traveling to 40 countries in 400 days, on the premise that he can only use Bitcoin to pay for travel and to make it happen, to get around the world. A fast moving Bitcoiner has run through 7 of 40 countries on his Bitcoin powered marathon around the world. Paco the runner, also known as Paco de la India, set off on September 17th, 2021, paying for his entire running trip thanks to all the Bitcoiners around the world. He's showing that, quote unquote, Bitcoin gives everyone freedom in the way they desire it. Here's a picture of him in India buying, like they're calling it an icicle here, but it looks to be some sort of cold drink, buying it with Satoshis. So however much money, if it's $1, whatever that works out to be, 0.00006 something Bitcoin. Anyway, it says Paco went from living a lie on the fiat standard to traveling the world living off Bitcoin, only when a dear friend gifted him the book, The Bitcoin Standard. I'm generally in favor of crypto. I'm a pro crypto person. I think crypto is really interesting, but I've never understood this notion that fiat is a lie. It's more like a flexible truth. If you can make more of it with the snap of a finger. Yeah, I don't know. This has never really appealed to me. This notion that your fiat money is a lie. It's not a lie. It's gotten you through however many years of your life it's gotten you through so far. I think all that's happening is things are just beginning to change. We're at the beginning of a change, I think, when it comes to people understanding what money is. Anyway, yeah, and this is a raw publicity push by this guy, of course, but it's just general good PR for crypto. If someone running whatever this is, an icicle stand, if someone running an icicle stand in India can take Bitcoin as payment, whatever that costs, $1 or less even, if they can do it, then surely you and I can. I think that's the main thing I'm taking away from this story. At any rate, guys, it's the middle of the week, and I don't want to keep you from any more of your trading, but be sure to check out tokenmetrics.com. Get yourself a subscription. Our indices are generating every day, every week, and every month. Be sure to like this video, hit that bell on YouTube. We go live 5 days a week. Bill is here giving you just dumping wisdom when it comes to how to play this market. Anyway, guys, my name is Dylan. I've been your host of this episode of the Engine Room Podcast. Thanks for checking out Token Metrics. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time.